Okay, we're going to have another little look at prime factors. So yesterday you were doing a little bit of practice prime factors, and you remember that you must use your prime numbers. They are going to be in your answer. So it's always a good idea to write a little list of a few of them at the top of your work. So if we wanted to find the prime factors of 300, we think about what prime numbers will go into 300. It's an even number, so I would probably just start with 2. It really doesn't matter what you start with, the same answer will come out at the end. So when you divide by 2, you get 150. So we've got another even number, so I think we could divide by 2 again, and we'll get 75. So you look at 75, and first of all you think 5 will go in, and 5 is a prime number, so let's divide by 5. Look at 15, ends in 5, so let's divide by 5 again. The only thing goes into 3 is 3. And because you've got 1, you are finished. These are your answers here, and we'll write them as 2 times 2 times 5 times 5 times 3. So what I want you to think about is, when writing our answer, we're going to write it slightly different. We're going to write it as 2 to the 2, because 2 of them, times 5 to the 2, because 2 of them, times single 3. You don't put a number up when there's a single one. Okay, so let's do the same with 512. So first of all, we're going to divide by 2 because it is an even number. So when you divide by 2, you get 256. And don't worry about using your calculator. Go ahead, use your calculator as much as you want. So, another even number, let's divide by 2 again. 2 goes into 256, 128 times. We've got another even number, so let's divide by 2 again. It goes 64 times. Got another even number, divide by 2. We've got 32. Another even number, let's divide by 2. We've got 16. Divide by 2, we've got 8. Divide by 2, we've got 4. Divide by 2, we've got 2. Divide by 2, we've got 1. So this happens sometimes. You just divide by the same number. There's not a mixture of numbers, just lots of 2's. Now if you were writing that all down, it would kind of be time consuming. You might leave out one of the 2's. So it's a good idea to write this in shorthand. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So instead of writing them all out, we'll write it 1, 2 and a little 9 above it. And that's the same way to write the answer. So I'm going to do another couple of these just with this index form, and then we'll come back to this other thing I've written. So if we had the number, say, 340. So we divide by 2, I think, for a start. We've got 170. We'll divide by 2 again. 2 into 170 goes 85. I'm just going to check that. I think, yes, it is 85. 170 divided by 2, 85. Now, we can't divide this one by 2, but we can divide it by 5. 5 into 85 goes 17 times. 17 into 17 goes once. You have to divide by 17, nothing else goes in. So these are your answers, and the way we write that answer is we've got 2 2's, 1 5, and 1 17. So let's try to pick another number. Say pick the number 6,000. Okay? Doesn't matter how big or how small, you do the same thing. So you look at your number, 2 will go in. Always start with something small, I think is best. 2 goes in 3,000 times. We'll divide by 2 again. We get 1,500. We can go 2 again. 2 into this goes 750. And actually we can still divide by 2. 2 goes into 750. Let me see. Bit tired today. 375 times. So we can't divide by 2, but we can divide by 5. And please use your calculator. Make sure you're getting these dividing right. Can't divide by 2, but we can divide by 5. Goes into 75 15 times. We can divide by 5. Goes into 15 3 times. And finally, we've got a 3. So it's quite a long list of answers, and we want a shorter way of writing the answers. So let's see how many 2's we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you write 2 with 4 above it. How many 5's do we have? 1, 2, 3. And a 3 as well. And that's how you write your answer. Much shorter than writing a big long list of answers, okay? So we're going to have a look now at another type of question where what they might do, it's hard to see. What I was looking at was this. You might be given an answer, can't find my highlighter. You might be given an answer like 63 is 3 to the 2 times 7 and asked to find another number. If you're asked to do that, this number will be a multiple of this number in some way or another. Now, 126 is double this 63. So what we will find is that the answer for 226 is 2 times this. So we can just write that down. 2 times 3 to the 2 times 7. And that's a quicker way of getting the prime factors for 126 than going through the ladder. So if they give you an answer to help you, try to use it. So still with this same help, what about 189? Now, you may not recognize, but 189 is 3 times this. And if you weren't sure about that, you would take 189, divide it by 63, and there you are. It's 3 times. So we want to take the answer 3 squared times 7 and multiply by 3. Now you'll notice you have, well, 1 3 and 2 3's multiplied, so a shorter way to write that is 3 to 3, because there's 3 of them, times 7. So let's look at another example. If they tell you that 72 is this answer, and you have to use that to find the answer for 144. 144 is double 72. So the answer for 144 is going to be 2 times this. So we'll have a 2 here, and we'll have 3 2's here. So when you put them together, you have 4 2's. Just try and write it everything as short as you can. 360, well, it's not obvious, so let's divide. 360 divide by 72. It is 5 times bigger. So the answer for 360 is 5 times this. So 5 times 2 to the 3 times 3 to the 2. And there's nothing you can simplify there. There's no similar numbers. 720. Well, that is 10 times bigger. Now, the problem with putting 10 in your prime factors is 10 is not a prime number, but 10 can be written as 2 times 5. And 2 and 5 are prime numbers. So the answer for 720 is 10 times this. So we'll write it down. 2 times 5, that's your 10, times 2 to the 3, times 3 to the 2. So we want to shorten it a little bit. You have a 2 here and 3 of them here, so I'll give you 4 of them. Better to write it in order from smallest to biggest, and the 5 on the end. So those kind of questions come up, and they're just, they're okay. You can deal with them. You can do them the long way, or you can do them the shorter way.